You have big dreams, not vague ones, clear ones.
You can see the life you want.
You imagine success so vividly it almost feels real. But when it's time to actually do the work, you don't move, you wait, you stall. You tell yourself, tomorrow I'll start, and tomorrow comes and nothing changes. If this feels uncomfortably accurate, listen closely. This isn't laziness, and it isn't a lack of intelligence, talent, or potential. This is psychology. There is a specific type of person who lives in this loop. Ambitious, creative, full of ideas, but stuck. You know you're capable of more, and that's what hurts the most. Not failure, not struggle, but knowing you could be better and watching yourself do nothing. Your life probably looks like this. You wake up motivated. Today is the day. You'll finally start that project, take the first step, change things. Then you check your phone. 5 minutes turns into an hour. Half the day disappears. You tell yourself you'll start later. Later becomes tomorrow. Tomorrow becomes next week. At night, the guilt shows up. You replay the day in your head. You promise yourself it'll be different next time, and for a moment, you believe it. Here's what's actually happening inside your brain. You're stuck in a war. One part of you wants more growth, success, meaning. The other part wants comfort, safety, ease. Right now, comfort is winning. Not because you're weak, but because the brain is wired to avoid pain and chase pleasure. When you think about your goals, your brain doesn't see opportunity. It sees effort, uncertainty, and the risk of failure. So it offers relief. Scroll, watch, consume, instant dopamine, instant comfort. And your brain learns something dangerous. Avoiding your dreams feels good, so it keeps pushing you to avoid. This isn't laziness, it's survival mode. But there's a cost. Every day you avoid action, you reinforce avoidance. Every day you choose comfort, you teach your brain that your dreams don't matter. And every night you feel guilty, you strengthen the belief that you are the problem. You probably think successful people are different, more disciplined, more motivated. They're not. Motivation is a feeling, and feelings disappear. You can't build a life on motivation. You need systems, structure, and consistency. Discipline isn't something you're born with. It's something you build one uncomfortable decision at a time. There's another enemy here, perfectionism. You have such a clear vision of success that anything less feels like failure. So you wait for the perfect plan, the perfect timing, the perfect version of yourself. But perfect never comes. Perfectionism isn't high standards. It's fear wearing a nice outfit. Because if you never start, you never fail. Here's the truth most people avoid. You're afraid. Afraid that if you try and fail, the fantasy dies. Afraid that effort will expose limits. Afraid that the dream version of you isn't real. So you stay in imagination because imagination feels safe, but inaction is the real failure. Failure teaches. Action creates momentum. Inaction creates regret. Every person you admire failed more times than you've even started. They didn't wait to feel ready. They moved while scared. They built consistency, not confidence. So how do you break the cycle? You accept this. You are not going to feel like doing the work, and you do it anyway. Especially when you don't feel like it. Every time you act despite resistance, you rewire your brain. You teach it that discomfort isn't dangerous. Start small, painfully small, 15 minutes, one paragraph, one action. Not to be impressive, but to be consistent. Consistency builds habits. Habits build identity. Discipline feels awful at first. Your brain will fight you, make excuses, promise tomorrow. Ignore it. Sit down, do the work. Slowly the resistance softens. Not overnight, but quietly. Change your environment. This isn't a willpower problem, it's a design problem. If your phone is nearby, you'll grab it. If your space is chaotic, your mind will be too. Remove distractions. Make focus the default. Successful people don't have stronger willpower. They have fewer temptations. One more hard truth. Consuming content feels productive, but it's often avoidance. You don't need more information. You already know what to do. Stop learning. Start executing. Your first attempts will be bad. That's normal. You're not trying to be great. You're trying to start. Quality comes later. Showing up comes first. You will mess up, miss days, slip back. That's not failure. Failure is quitting. Forgive yourself quickly and return faster. Guilt doesn't motivate, compassion does. You are not lazy. Lazy is not who you are. Lazy is what you've been practicing. And practices can change. Ambition without action is fantasy. Action without compassion burns out. You need both. So stop waiting. Stop planning. Stop imagining. Take one small step today. Then take another tomorrow. That's how identity changes. That's how lives are built. Not someday. Now, you've spent enough time imagining the life you want. It's time to build it. One small step at a time.